There are countless TikTokers who are not just amazing creators, but also amazing people. Unfortunately, Lillytino doesn't belong in either of those categories. Lilly, who is now 32, first started uploading to TikTok in November of 2022, where she documented her transition from a biological man to a transgender woman. Her transformation was met with tons of positive feedback. "So happy for you, honey. This is beautiful. This made me tear up. You're stunning, Lilly. This made me cry. Love to see you being yourself and seeing you for who you are." Following the success of her first viral post, Lilly would start posting content about being misgendered in public.
She, her. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Yeah. Sweetwater starts at, okay. Not.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Thank you. I'm not, sir.
Not everyone bought Lilly's story, however, as Kimberly pointed out that the waitstaff would always apologize immediately and meant no harm by it, while another user noticed that Lilly's entire content strategy seemed to be recording herself getting misgendered for the sole purpose of online attention. When called sir by some teenagers passing by, Lilly's face lights up immediately, as if the boys had fallen into a trap.
Is it a 10 out of 10, sir? I apologize.
Oh, would you like to show your faces?
Yes.
Okay.
How is it?
First off, you called me sir, right?
Oh, I meant to say man.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. No, okay.
What are your pronouns?
She, her.
She, her. Thank you.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Following the incident, Lilly informs her server about her interaction, admitting there's nothing the restaurant could have done.
Just so you know, some teens just walked by and were harassing me. There's nothing you could have done, but I just want to let you know. They started calling me sir and being really awful. It's nothing you could do. I know, but I just wanted you to know that it happened.
So why exactly did Lilly feel the need to tell the staff? The answer is simple. Lilly is a Class A narcissist, and soon you'll see exactly why. Despite objecting to strangers assuming her gender, there seemed to be no issue with her assuming other people's genders. TikTok user Global317 puts it nicely.
The guy who dropped the food off, he called me sir twice in a row.
The guy who dropped my food off, he called me sir. That's all.
Lilly even went as far as to misgender a rock and roll legend who she knew wouldn't be able to respond since he had been dead for 30 years.
I bet you didn't know that Kurt Cobain was probably trans. Here's why. First off, Kurt wore a lot of women's clothing. And when asked about this, they replied that they wore dresses all the time because they felt comfortable and free.
Lilly's hypocrisy was insane. She would intentionally spread false information, like Kurt Cobain being trans, but would also have a public meltdown each time she was unintentionally called sir. In some cases, she wasn't even misgendered at all. Here's Lilly's reaction to being called sir on stream. But what did the waiter actually say to her?
Perfect. And now this is mint iced tea, like just mint tea, not caffeine.
No sugar in it. Yeah.
Oh.
Tea, yeah.
Lilly somehow hears no sir instead of no sugar when the server explains the tea to Lilly, leading to her telling the server her pronouns
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a girl.
Okay. And my pronouns are she, her, just so you know.
and villainizing him to her hundreds of thousands of followers. While one unhappy customer usually isn't the end of the world, it could be if that customer is Lillytino. Take this example, where she labeled a restaurant transphobic simply because they refused her entry due to a no streaming rule, not because she is trans.
Now we are not at a transphobic restaurant. They said, oh, this is a private property, you can't stream here. And they basically made it clear that I was not welcome.
She has also left other restaurants terrible reviews for things that were no fault of their own. like when she left a 1-star review at Panahar, whose food she admitted was good. Her food delivery driver had knocked on her door like she requested, but Lilly didn't hear it. According to her, someone could have tampered with the food. Despite this, she ate the food anyway, and later complained to Grubhub, who told her it wasn't their problem, because it wasn't. In response to this, she wrote a review for the restaurant, not Grubhub. Well, if it's not Grubhub's problem, it's your problem. Have a 1-star review. The only thing Lilly loved more than herself was power and fame. This was put on full display during the time Lilly threatened healthcare workers posted to Lillytino Snark, a hate page dedicated to her. A few weeks ago, Lilly was streaming on Discord and was super excited to get a call to schedule her very first facial feminization consult. Problem is, she never got the call. According to the records, however, they called her 3 times with no answer. Lilly claims she didn't get these calls and wasn't having it. She mentions to the customer service worker how she's TikTok famous and going live later to over 150,000 people. And if she doesn't get what she wants, she'll expose them. While threatening healthcare workers was bad enough, perhaps the worst of Lilly's sins were her chronicles in Disneyland, where she spoke loudly and openly about her reproductive organs in the presence of thousands of kids in a spot that was supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel, so you don't want hair growing there or else it's very uncomfortable.
Of the 7 million people who watched the video, most were not pleased. Fingers crossed, the hair keeps growing. The fact that you can hear the kids right behind you. Why would you talk about such things when surrounded by children? What is wrong with you? These concerns were not isolated to just random TikTok comments, as Lilly had turned fellow trans creators against her as well. Trans TikToker Mia Varga called out Lilly's inappropriate actions.
You whine and complain when you get misgendered in public, and somehow you think that talking about this in front of children is okay. There is a time and a place for that, not around children. You clearly are holding up a stick and 2 balls, okay? And what irks me the most is that people like you become the face of the trans community, and then we get compared to you guys. We are nothing alike, nothing alike.
While Reddit user Useful Mechanic questioned if Lilly was even trans. Being trans is already a very difficult thing, as I'm sure many of you know. People like Lilly really hurt the community. Personally, I won't use the pronouns she, her for Lilly, because I do not believe that they are transgender. I believe Lilly might be a crossdresser and gets off on humiliation. As for the whole cake pop thing, I believe that they did that as a way to fetishize and degrade their masculinity. I can't express how sick Lilly makes me feel, and it makes me so upset that they are trying to represent the community this way. If you're wondering if others actually heard Lilly discussing her cake pops, the answer is almost certainly yes, if her meals at Epic Steak are any indication. Elizabeth E. had this to say about the matter. Excellent meal, but they allowed content creators to stream live there. I sat outside to enjoy the bridge view, and a streamer was loudly discussing her genitals the whole time. It really ruined the atmosphere for me. I wanted to give it another chance, but this same person was there again, so I went elsewhere. Regular trips to Disneyland and Epic Steak are not cheap for anyone, but luckily for Lilly, she had loyal fans to help her out. Ever since she blew up on TikTok, Lilly had become a full-time content creator and lived off her followers' donations, including a $750 a month superstar option. Lilly also offered one-on-one counseling for other trans individuals, which was actually illegal to do in her state of California. Despite all these sources of income, Lilly couldn't afford to pay for her mom's trip to Disneyland, which would be completely understandable if you ignored the fact that Lilly lied about it in an attempt to extort more money from her viewers.
Beyond expenses to be able to do things like go to Disney World and take my mom with me, bring my mom here and have a great time with her, because we don't get to spend that much time together. You did. You did. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what I mean.
It was as if Lilly was a kid who got her hand caught in the cookie jar. Others also seemed to notice Lilly's childlike demeanor.
Ooh, bubbles.
No one can tell me this isn't fetishizing dressing like a child. She is an outright pedophile. The Crayola earrings have me fuming. So why exactly would Lilly, who wanted the world to view her as a woman, be infantilizing herself? It seemed that Lilly, whose main audience comprised of trans women, haters, or a combination of both, now wanted to appeal to a younger demographic.
Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important, what it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn?
If you didn't get the reference, let me introduce you to Miss Rachel, a YouTuber who makes content for toddlers and babies.
Hi friends! Today, I'm visiting the doctor for a checkup. Have you ever been to the doctor?
Lilly was attempting to branch out her content to children who had yet to learn to walk, or even understand the difference between boys and girls. The parents in the comments were not pleased. Miss Rachel, but make it a horror film. You did not just do that to Miss Rachel. As a mother, I am mortified this is happening. Despite graduating with a college degree, Lilly somehow did not understand that even though she now identifies as a woman, she was still biologically born male.
Someone said I was a guy when I was born. Someone said, oh yeah, you're a boy. But they weren't right. I was born a girl. So why can't I be biologically a girl? I'm alive, I was born a girl. Instead of saying biological, because that is a derogatory term with regards to trans women, biological woman is a term we've thrown out, and instead now use the word cisgender and transgender.
Lilly's worldview seemed to be very black and white. She was always right, and anyone who opposed her was always wrong. However, it seemed that she valued the white a little more than she valued the black.
Come here, Nugget. No, Nugget is not cold. Nugget just shivers all the time. Nugget. Nugget.
This could have very well been an honest accident, as Lilly later claims.
Yes, I know I accidentally said it. I used the wrong vowel. It was a mistake. But we're going to move on from that.
Not everyone bought her apology, however, as a user in the comments made a great point. So wait, for someone who was so keen on making sure they are called the correct thing and wants to be apologized to for being misgendered, all you can say to the fact that you said the N-word with the hard R is I used the wrong vowel, it was a mistake, and we are gonna move on from that? You could have at least made it clear that you're sorry and apologize instead of pretending that it never happened. You literally get up out of restaurants for being misgendered after people apologize to you. Why don't you move on from that? Despite her critics, Lilly did seem to have a couple loyal fans. Used to hate Lilly, but after the last few lives, I'm a new fan. Ha ha ha, just kidding. F you, Lilly. If those are the types of fans we're referring to, Lilly definitely has plenty more of those.